Hello YouTube. So this is going to be my intro video. I'm brand new to YouTube. I thought it would be fun to document my YouTube journey. So I really want my channel to be about thrifting. I love thrifting. I'm gonna do some thrift hauls, Goodwill bins hauls, like thrift my Pinterest board. I'll pick like some looks that I'm trying to achieve for me, my kids, my mom. We can do like some plus size, baby boomer era fashion, and then men's as well. I'm gonna thrift some looks for my boyfriend. Anyways, a little bit about me. My name's Monica and I love everything vintage, thrifting, sustainable fashion. I love beauty, skincare, makeup, all of that. So that's kind of what my channel is going to be about. And I want to also kind of document the YouTube journey just to kind of give you guys some ideas of what that looks like when you first start out. I live in Oklahoma. I have 3 kids and I work a full-time job. So this is just going to be like a part-time hobby. We're actually prepping for like an epic winter storm right now. So it's supposed to be like once in a decade type storm here for us here in Oklahoma. Like 20 inches of snow. So everybody's running around crazy and whatever. So anyways, my hair is naturally curly. So I just put it up today because I didn't feel like messing with it, but I do wear it straight some of the time. I just figured we could chat while I get ready as my intro, and then I will take you guys along with me to go thrifting the next time I go. So let's get ready. This is a deep moisture mask that I just got. It's this Clark's, and I really like this. It is really nice. So I'm just gonna put some on. I'll be looking crazy today. I'll be looking crazy, y'all. Yeah, so I always like to moisturize. I'm not a professional makeup person either, so don't take my advice. I just like it. So I've been really into skincare here lately just because I am in my 30s. I'm 36 to be exact. And yeah, it's just important. I feel like I'm at the age where you need to care about that stuff. So I've been trying to take better care of my skin. I've been using retinol. I love the retinol. I think it's probably one of the best things that I have used for my skin. It does take time, but I'm really liking it so far. I have a lot of makeup and I'm trying to use it all up. So this is kind of dark for me right now, but I'm going to use this Clinique Even Better. I just use a little bit because it's a little dark for me at the moment. But I do self-tanner. I used to be one of those people that tanned a lot. Usually like just before the summertime I would tan. But, you know, as you get older, you start to realize it's probably not the best thing for your skin. Okay, so I'm just filming on my iPhone. I don't have any camera equipment. I do plan on getting like some of those little mic things because I've heard that they are good to have. But anyways, I finished putting on my face stuff off camera because I got a phone call. But I love bronzer. I'm like a big bronzer person. Probably too much so, but I kind of just march to the beat of my own drum. I live in a small town in Oklahoma, kind of in between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. It's new-ish. I've been here for about 2 years. Kind of made a little bit of a life change whenever I got divorced, which is a story for another day. But yeah, so we moved here. It's been really good. I like the small town life. We came from a big town, kind of like right outside of Tulsa. So it was kind of a little bit of a culture shock, going from like a bigger city to a small town. But my kids love it here. They're pretty involved with like the sports and athletics scene. I work full-time, like I said. Oh, I forgot to show you the bronzer that I like to use. My favorite for a long time has been Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I use the Endless Summer. It's dark, but I like it. I use it kind of like bronzer and contour, which, you know, to each their own. You do you. And this little blush I've had for a while. I think I got this in a Boxy Charm too. It's, I don't know how you pronounce that, but whatever that is, Miami, and it is Brickell shade, I guess. It's like a cream blush. I like it. It's not like super extreme. I just like a little bit. I don't do concealer every day, but the older I get, the more I try to do a little bit, at least just like under my eyes, because you know I'd be looking tired. And I just keep my little spray bottle here to do my beauty blender. Plus, on the days I wear my hair curly, it helps to have that. And I was watching some, I love watching other beauty YouTubers. Kelly Strack, she's like one of my favorites. And then anybody who does like over 30 type makeup and advice. And I was watching this girl, and she was saying that you need to use brushes for like your foundation and anywhere that you are, you know, like a little bit not as dry, and then the areas that you need more moisture, you should use stuff that you need to use a beauty blender on. So you should like under eyes, T-zone, whatever, like if you have combo skin, which is what I have. Yeah, so I use like a brush on the main parts of my face, and then I use the beauty blender for the under eye area and anywhere that I put concealer. These I got at Walmart. They're so cute. These little Wet n Wild little sponges. I love them. They pick up the powder kind of clunky, so I just do that, but they feel so like soft on your skin. It's very nice. And this setting powder that I'm using, I'm not a big setting powder person. I don't put it all over my face. I literally just do it under my eyes because I don't really like a super matte look. Like, unless I'm going somewhere and I want my makeup to last like, you know, a super long time. But this is Beauty Bakery Flour. Better, not bitter. Recha. So that is another BoxyCharm thing that I got. I forgot to show you the concealer that I'm using is this Meet Your Hue Dose of Colors concealer. I like it. It's really nice. And then, yeah, these little Wet n Wild puffs are so soft. I think it came with like 3 or 4 different sizes, but I use this one the most, just like under my eye. Yeah. So that's that. I usually just use some bronzer to go in like on my crease just to get a little bit of color there. And like I said, I'm not a professional, so don't take my advice. This is just my routine. And I'm kind of set in my ways, so I've done a lot of things the same way for a long time. I'm sure there's way better ways to do things. But like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm just a working mom who's busy and on the go all the time, and I try to do quick stuff and still look cute in the process. You know what I'm saying? I've been really into like sticks. One of my favorite eyeshadow sticks, like when I just want to do something quick and cute, is this Kat Von D Dazzle stick. This is Hail Surge, and it's my favorite. It's like this like kind of color. So I just put a little bit on my lid when I just want something simple. And it's like really pigmented, so you don't have to go crazy with it unless that's the look you're wanting. And then I just take a brush and kind of blend it out and smooth the edges. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm like a pen eyeliner person. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera because I gotta focus. I love vintage everything, like vintage kitchen stuff, vintage home, vintage clothes, vintage shoes, everything. And even more than that, I just like stuff that's unique. Like like I said, I march to the beat of my own drum, and I like a lot of different things, very eclectic style. And yeah, just if something's cool, I'm gonna wear it. I've found so many cool finds thrifting, really high quality vintage pieces. I can do like a video over my like best thrift finds that I have found over the years. But yeah, I just love it, and I like the sustainability of it. Like, there's no reason for me to go out and spend $300 on a cashmere blend wool coat when I can go to the thrift store and find one for $9.99 that, would probably otherwise end up in a landfill somewhere if I didn't. So I think I've actually read some stats like that we have enough clothes already made in the world to clothe like everybody, like for the rest of time. Like, it's crazy. So anyways, I do buy some new stuff on occasion if it's something specific that I need, but for the most part, any kind of big stuff I would, or day-to-day clothes, I usually thrift. I'm not against like buying new clothes or anything like that. It's just something that I like to do. And I find so many cool things, just unique things that you are not going to find on a rack somewhere, so that is probably what I love about thrifting the most. I do have an eBay store with my mom. It's called Red Dirt Relics, and we resell some of the stuff that we find. And all of my stuff is like really super affordable, like $8 to $10. I don't like go crazy with trying to make a huge profit on it, but when I find stuff that's cool, especially from the bins, because it's going to go to a landfill soon, I try to save it and see if anyone else thinks it's cool. So we have our eBay store we've been doing for, I don't know, a couple of months. I can give you guys a little tour of our setup of that sometime. But yeah, it's Red Dirt Relics on eBay. I haven't really tried selling on any other platforms yet. I was planning on doing a Whatnot show. I just haven't got around to doing that yet. But eventually I'll do a Whatnot show. I tried Poshmark, but I didn't really have much luck on Poshmark. I'm trying to look for something to put on my lips here, but nothing's really speaking to me. I think I'm just gonna do a little gloss. We do Red Dirt Relics, is our store. My mom likes to go thrifting too, so she does all that with me. Yeah, so that's a little bit about me and kind of what I want my channel to be about. And then I'll also kind of document, like I said, the YouTube journey and kind of how that looks whenever you're first starting out. I just wanted to introduce myself. So it was great chatting with you guys in my first intro video. I'm sure it's going to be terrible. My videos, I'm going to look back at these and be like, OMG, what were you doing? But everybody that I've watched are like, you just got to start somewhere and you just got to put it out there. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I am just going to put it out there and yeah, just continue from there. And hopefully some of you guys like thrifting. Some of you might like Goodwill bins hauls. Some of you might like the thrift and style type videos. And then I'll try to throw in like some makeup and, beauty type stuff too here and there. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I can just use this time to talk and chat. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, give me a like and subscribe if you want to follow along on this journey. All right, bye.